I love being in Nigeria because the culture is massive.
The food bangs.
We have the best jollof rice, obviously.
Chicken stew, beef stew.
Banga,
Suya, gizzdodo.
ogusi.
Yam and egg.
Chin chin.
Amala. Eforiru.
And we have great music.
Afrobeats is making a comeback now, so everyone's boogieing, even the white people are boogieing to Afrobeats.
When our stuff comes on, you know, you're there for a good time.
We've got lit clothing, the Ankara is super. Mum had a 50th birthday and everyone wore matching Ankara, it just looked perfect.
When you have like matching trad, it just looks amazing. Like, are you even married if you don't have matching trads?
I love our gillies. We are so expressive with our clothes and I love that.
We know how to have a good time.
Any excuse for a party.
You'll drink, you'll laugh, you'll make it rain.
Everyone's always vibing. Your like cousins, grandma who's like 83 is always dancing. You know, everyone's up there dancing, doing whatever they want, having a good time.
Everybody shake it, for your mama, for your sister. It is not I got
All right, everyone, welcome to Corporate Junky. I am your man, Corp J. And thank you all for joining me today. I am truly excited about what I am seeing out on the streets. Everyone wanting to jump on the Nigerian train. You know, this is an exciting thing to see everyone wanting to be us, wanting to be Nigerian, wanting to be associated with Nigerians, wanting to be part of our lives, our culture, because of our music, Afrobeats, everyone, from African Americans to Ghanaians to even Nigerians also. You know, the Nigerians who didn't want to be associated with being Nigerians, who changed their names, they didn't want to answer the Nigerian given names, they hyphenated their names, they made up aliases and nicknames because they didn't want to answer their true Nigerian names. Now seeing those people answering their Nigerian names because it is now fashionable, it is now cool to be a Nigerian because of our Afrobeats music. To also seeing people from Japan, white people, Chinese, Hispanics, everyone on the Nigerian train. It's a beautiful and fascinating thing to see. I am truly excited. Because yes, we're not mad about it. Enjoy our culture, enjoy our music, enjoy who we are. But just also remember, it wasn't that long ago that these same groups of people were demonizing us and making us feel less than. But they are now being part of a successful thing. And that is human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. We're excited. You know, welcome. Enjoy our music, enjoy our life. You are welcome. You know, you are welcome. You're welcome. Just don't abandon us in the future now. You know, when you feel like the gravy train is no longer rocking, make sure you're still loyal to this. But so far, I am excited to see it because it is a fascinating thing to see that we elevated our status. Do you understand what I'm saying? We elevated our status. We didn't beg anyone to give us what's going on right now. Nigerians have created a testament that you can force people to look at you and people aren't going to respond to you because you're begging to be recognized, but because you commanded that respect and you commanded that recognitions. Nigerians are a true testament of we doing this. See, when I see African leaders and African head of states, when I see them at the UN summit, or when I see him at all of these African summit and you're talking to Europeans, you know, it's embarrassing sometimes when you see our African leaders begging Europeans to be recognized. And the way the world is shaped, is that people only recognize success. That's the way it is. People only recognize success. If you want people to take you seriously, if you want people to look at you and give you kudos, to respect your citizens, to respect your, you know, whatever you are or what you represent, you're going to need to elevate your status. You're going to need to do it. And if you've seen groups over the years, many groups, they were all at one point at the bottom, and they've moved their status up. Because how did they elevate themselves? How did they get the respect that people have for them? They elevated their community. They elevated their status. Money is what talks. Success is what talks. People want to be associated with successful people. It is the way the world is shaped. And now the Nigerians are on top. Not because Nigerians begged for this, not because Nigerians paid their way through this, through money or whatever. No, their talent, their skills, their craft, their creativity, their intelligence, their marketing strategy, their branding is what has now given them the respect in entertainment that everyone is now wanting to be part of. It is a beautiful thing to see, because every other black community can look at this and say, that's how we need to elevate. Don't beg. There's nothing more embarrassing and more despicable than someone begging for an opportunity. Don't beg. Create your opportunity. Don't beg anyone for a job. Create your job. Don't beg anyone for a promotion. Make your promotion. Now, yes, it may take you a longer path to get there, but you'll get there. You just got to be true to your craft. You just got to be true to yourself and to your destiny. You just got to be true to it. And now look at everyone, even the Grammys. See, the Grammys came knocking at Nigerian door and say, hey, do you want to be part of the Academy? That's how they came. Nigerians didn't go say, hey, please, Grammys, add us into this. Nigerians didn't go to the AMA, the American Music Awards, and ask them, please, can you add us to a category? These people came knocking. Nigerians didn't go to MTV or didn't go to BET and say, hey, can you put me on stage? Because that's not how the world works. The world doesn't work that way. It doesn't work with you banging and bugging people down, because people already know if you're successful, people will notice you. If you're successful, people will come banging down your door. Nigerians created this AFROBEATS phenomenon, marketed it, really curved this market. This market is this is a done deal, to the point now that other countries in Africa are like grappling, like, yo, we need to go get with the Nigerians. This is what they're saying. We need to go get with the Nigerians and see how they're doing this. We need to do Afrobeats. We need to ask them how they're doing it. The Nigerian market, not only do we have the numbers, we have the talent pool. See, that's the thing you can't fake. You can finagle your way in life to an extent. You can have clever marketing strategy that can help you finagle your way through things to an extent. But your true identity will be uncovered if you don't have true talent, if you don't have true skills, if you're not the originator of a particular craft. You're not going to hold on to it, because you're going to be exposed. But because Nigerians are so true to this talent, the Afrobeat thing, they created it, which is why no one can be greater than the originator of a craft. No one. I've never seen it happen where anyone that copied somebody else became greater than the originator or the creator of a craft. It's never happened. If you know one situation, you let me know. The imitator of a craft is not larger than the originator of a craft, which is how you know who the real owners and the real creator of a particular craft is. The fact that Nigerians have dominated this thing is because they are the creator of Afrobeats. It is always going to be that way. They're the true originators, which is why they know how to create music, formulate lyrics, melodies. They can be artistically creative with different type of sounds because they created this, right? And so now you're seeing everyone jumping on the bandwagon, singing Afrobeats. You don't have some people trying to claim it for themselves, but it's not working out because the originators of this craft are the kings of this craft. I've often had people ask me a question. You know, why is it that Nigerians are mostly recognized for most things? This is someone that was a white person that was asking me not too long ago this. I said, because Nigerians are the giants of Africa. Period. You know, and it's been like that for a while, which is why Nigerians are on everyone's lips. People want to demonize them because guess what? If you've ever been successful in your life, in anything you do, right? Let me give you some, which is why when people are speaking bad about Nigerians, it doesn't bother me. I see it as a badge of honor. I see it as a compliment when people are speaking ill of Nigerians. Because what that says is that you're relevant. What that says is that you are a formidable force. What that says is that you're an undeniable vessel. That's what that says. Because when people are talking about you, you know, that's what, you know, when you think of human psychology, people always want to pull down the one that's on top. They have to look up and look at you to want to pull you down. So Nigerians are right up there. So you find people that want to demonize it because they know that they are the ones to beat. And you find all of these. It's happened in history. Everyone that has ever been successful, I have had this many times in my own personal life, because successful people have to fight battles all the time to stay up there. It is not easy to be number one. It is not. You're going to get people all over the place coming at you to pull you down. It's a competitive world we're in. But what I'm trying to get at is that when you're finding people attack you or attack Nigerians, it's because Nigerians are the giant of Africa and the number ones in virtually everything. We're not just talking about music here now. Yeah, music is the one that everyone is the trend that everyone is going with right now. You know, when you look at TikTok, you look at social media, you look at Facebook, Instagram, you're on YouTube. The Nigerian music is what everyone is excited about. But before the Nigerian music came up, you know, Nigerians were also known. The trend of being a Nigerian and the force of being a Nigerian was also being felt in almost virtually every part of the industry. You know, Nigerians here in the United States are not people that are burden to the economy. They are people that are value to the economy. Such a value that they're always bringing Nigerians to this country. Nigerians, in terms of education, Nigerians outperform most groups in the United States. As a matter of fact, the most educated ethnic group in the United States are Nigerians. I want you to take a look at this young lady, Carol. Talk about and break down the value of who Nigerians are right after the Trump administration banned Nigerians being silly, a decision that was quickly overturned by the current administration. Take a look at her break down these Nigerians that are formidable in the United States.
So let's talk a little bit about the Nigerian. Who is this Nigerian that has no merit? Let's talk about them. Well, first of all, you should know Nigeria is the most populous country in Africa with 190.8 million people as of 2018. You should also know it is the African country of origin with the most migrants here in the United States. There's a method to that madness, okay? The 2016 American Community Survey, well, it estimates that 380,785 U.S. residents report Nigerian ancestry. But get this, and this is where it gets deep. Please stay with me. According to the United States Census Bureau, 4% of Nigerians hold a PhD. That, folks, is compared to 1% of the general U.S. population. They're way ahead. Also, 17% of Nigerians hold a master's degree and 37% have bachelor's degrees. These are people who are supposedly have no merit. According to data provided by Rice University in Texas, Nigerian Americans, folks, they are the most educated ethnic group in the United States. Sounds like merit to me. According to the Migrations Policy Institute, 29% of Nigerian Americans have graduate degrees. That is compared to 11% for the overall American population. Ahead. And a minimum of 4% of Nigerian Americans are also PhD holders. Folks, that is at least 3 times higher than any other ethnic group in the United States of America. More than 70% of black doctors in the United States are now of Nigerian descent. That brings me to our slay word, macabre, for tending to produce horror in a beholder. Folks, if you don't get a sense of macabre from hearing how we are barring Nigerians obviously, clearly, because they are superior
So
performers.
you see that is what Nigerians have always done and represented in the West. And now you're finding the music part of it bring this whole thing home. So guess what now? Here's the part that's exciting me. The Nigerians are elevating their social status in the world. They're commanding it. We are commanding our social status and recognition, that no matter how much people who want to hate on us want to hate, they're going to have to recognize that these Nigerians are unavoidable force who are breaking barriers and making things happen. The government isn't doing this for us. Nigerians are doing this for themselves. And they're commanding respect wherever you go. It is an amazing thing when you see even other countries want to be part of who we are. They want to be Nigerians. They're like, hold on a second. I don't care what you're saying about these Nigerians. I want to be part of these Nigerians, because Nigerians are successful and everyone wants to be part of a success. Take a listen to this one beautiful young lady. Break it down. She says, I'm from Kenya, but man, I want to be a Nigerian. Take a listen to this.
I've come to the conclusion that Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. Whether we like it or not, Nigeria is the greatest country in Africa. These people have great music, great food, great fashion, and they've mastered the most important thing, which is being themselves. You can spot a Nigerian from a mile away. They don't try to copy how other people do their thing. They don't try to get an accent if they are living abroad. A Nigerian was born a Nigerian, and they will die a Nigerian. Me being African and me being Kenyan, it's hard for me to admit this, but it's the truth. And I wish if there was ever to be another colonization in Africa, I wish that Nigeria will colonize the whole of Africa so that everybody can be proud to be African and live so boldly without feeling inferior to anybody. So, for anybody going abroad, I'll tell you this. Get you some Nigerian friends. These people, they are gangsters. Let me tell you, they know the law, they know the ins and outs of countries. And if you go to a country where there's no Nigerian, run away. There's nothing good there. So as for me, if I was to be born again, I would wish to be a Nigerian. These people are so flamboyant and so loud in their lifestyle that they don't care where they are. Even if they're in Europe, America, a Nigerian is just a Nigerian. Me, I would wish to be a Nigerian. Oh, Lagos, call me, oh.
Omo, I tell you, we're inspiring people. And it's a beautiful thing to see, because guess where I'm with all of this? Guess where I'm at with all of this? The reason why I am excited that I can celebrate Nigerians is because, as you guys have often heard me say on this show, that we took all the insults. We took all of the negative press against us. We took it all. So no one should dare tell us to calm down and be more humble about this whole thing. No, we're going to shout it up on the mountaintop. We're going to be arrogant if we need to. We're going to be confident if we need to. We're going to sing our praises because we took all the insult. So yes, I am all for everyone wanting to be part of us. Jump on the Nigerian train, because this train is going to be a long ride. It's not just a short train. This is a long ride, something that you are going to enjoy being part of for a long time. And I'm glad to see this, because more importantly, here's a message for my Nigerian people, especially the young ones that are coming up right there. Do not ever in your life put your head down. Make sure you lift your head up. Make sure you're proud to be a Nigerian, regardless of what anyone says. Because guess what? If they're saying something bad about you, it's because they see a force in you that's unavoidable. They see something about you that is real, that is valuable, that is authentic, that cannot be broken. They see that you are a precious stone. That's why you're getting the type of attack and the hate that you're getting. But lift your head up, young man. Lift your head up, young woman, because you are a Nigerian. This is what I tell my own son and my daughter. And I am proud of it. Dude, I hear all the negativities. I hear it all. But at the same time, more than all of that, I see my people's out here breaking barriers. They're making things happen. They're creating things. They're not on their knees begging for anything. They are forcing and commanding the world to take a look at who we are. Now, Africa is getting all the attention today because of one country, Nigeria. It's an amazing thing, right? It's an amazing thing. And Nigerians are very loving people. Very loving. And I think that is why the creator of the universe, wherever you want to call him God, call him whatever name you want to call him, but the creator of the universe has now seen Nigerian fit to be given this recognition. And that is a beautiful thing to see, because in addition to all of these recognition, you're even finding people who are competitors from African countries. You're finding members of that place saying that, Nigerians, they're the ones breaking this thing. You got to give them that flower. Take a listen to Reggie Stone, a Ghanaian hip life artist. Give Nigerians kudos and caution Ghana to wake up.
What's happening in the Ghanaian music scene? I call it a scene. It's not an industry. What the funk is happening? Something ain't right. It's like we just came to a standstill or something. Am I wrong, or I just got too old? I'm pretty much in tune with everything that's going on, so not much goes past the grandpapa, and I don't feel no buzz. I know there's great musicians out there. I know people are working, but something is just really dull. And I'm starting to worry. Now here's another thing that I wanted to touch on. I wanted to speak on. It's that what's our positioning right now? As far as Ghana, where are we in terms of the whole music story? Because Africa's on the map right now. I can't speak for other African, countries. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm going to check. But let me begin with home. It feels like we have come to a standstill, or something is not moving as fast as it should, or, we just preoccupied with other bullshit. We seem to be more interested in all the sensationalism and, not really paying attention to the bigger picture, because if there ever was a time that that Ghana, or should I say Africa, got money off of this music thing, it's now. All the work that we put in is finally bearing its fruits, and you can see folks eating. Damn, Nigeria, man, so proud of you. They kicked them doors wide open. I'm just glad that, but I'm just, we need, there's something, there's no buzz, there's no spark, there's no excitement going on back here. So something must be wrong within us. We're not politicking. We're not taking advantage. We're not building right. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is how I'm feeling right now. Now, last but not least, now I want you to pay attention to this part, because it might not go down too well, and you take it however you want, but I'm gonna say my piece. But my question now is, now that Nigeria has claimed what it is that they put out there, a beautiful story, kudos, inspiring the whole of Africa, but remember, they are on the forefront. They soldiers, it's like chess. They got their soldiers all in the front, and they moving. Okay, so how do we get in? Wait, hold up. I know what you're gonna say. Just make some good music and you're in there. Apparently, it's not that simple. Because if you move with the extreme tag of Afrobeat, Nigerians might side-eye you, because they're not stupid. They see everybody trying to get a piece of their shit. Okay, Now, by the way, we cousins, so you know, we fam. So don't ever forget us, because we show Nigeria love all the time. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is in terms of our approach, it just feels weird that all of a sudden Ghanaians would just be on some straight Afrobeat shit. It just feels weird. I don't know. Maybe because I'm older. Maybe it's because I come from hip life, high life. Maybe it's because I'm aware that we have our own. I feel funny style, like I'm biting. I come from hip hop. That's what we call biting. You know what I'm saying? But I understand, it's inspirational. Good music is good music regardless. But it just feels a little corny when we go all out trying to just mimic. Well, I hate to use the word mimic, but I know young people do young things. That's what's in. I get it. But I just feel funny style. Like I feel like I gotta own my own. Knowing my history, knowing where I come from, and how we even got there, how Afrobeat got to where it's at. I feel funny style, like I'm on their dick. Even though we on their dick, we riding their dick hard in public.
Okay, so I don't think I need to add to that, right? And these are the types of things that we're seeing and we're excited about because of who we have represented ourselves as. We're not just breaking music. Music is not the only thing that we're doing, that we're breaking records in. As I mentioned, we're breaking records in educational system. We're breaking records in movie system. I mean, even the movies, Nigerians are highly represented and they own the movie industry in Africa. We're represented in science, technology. Yes, if you haven't noticed right now, I'm bragging about who Nigerians are. If you have a problem about it and problem with what I'm saying, go ahead and watch something else. It's okay. Because on this channel, we brag about who Nigerians are on this channel. If you're subscribed to this channel, you're going to need to be okay and settle with that. Otherwise, unsubscribe and go to somewhere else. Because on this channel, on Corporate Junky, we brag about Nigerians. We're not here to demonize Nigerians. I'll let you and the other guys that you listen to, I'll let you do enough of that. But we brag about who we are because it's high time someone tells the Nigerian story. And on this channel, that's all we do, is tell the Nigerian story from a positive perspective and give the world another viewport of Nigeria. Now, I don't have to give you all of the good stuff of Nigerians. You see it yourselves. You walk and you relate to this yourselves. You know this yourselves. I don't have to come up here and tell you about how we are breaking barriers in engineering, in science, in mathematics. I mean, in England, the smartest family in England are Nigerians. Did you know this? The smartest family in the whole United Kingdom. When I'm talking about the entire United Kingdom, the entire place, the smartest family, it's a Nigerian family. See, they didn't just make that one up. I wasn't the one that even said it. This is a family that was recognized even by the British media over there. That is a phenomenon about who Nigerians are. And while we might have a few people that don't want to admit it, we got the rest of the world who cannot take their eyes off of that, and you're just jumping on the Nigerian train. And I am glad to see that. I am very glad to see that. So here's the last message I want to leave with you all before I close this video out. Is that the strategy Nigeria used to get to where we are today was a strategy that was long ago put forth by a collective bodies of Nigerians. It didn't just happen on a whim. It didn't just happen on a vacuum. It didn't just happen by accident. This was a strategy that Nigerians put together and said, we're going to dominate this movie industry. We're going to dominate this music industry. We're going to set ourselves and we're going to be true to it. See, that's the part that is very unique, that Nigerians are true to this whole thing. Nigerians don't fake who they are. Anywhere you see Nigerians, they are authentic about who they are. They're not faking it. They're being themselves. and people and forcing the world to love them for exactly that. And that is the part that many are grappling with, and they're like asking themselves, like, how did they do it? It's called just be yourself, be authentic, be original, know your craft, and go for it. You're right? And so while everyone else is trying to be something totally different, Nigerians are staying true to who they are. They're maintaining their own identity. They're selling their craft and their culture to the entire world. They're not going out there and adopting other people's culture. Yes, we all live amongst people. And we all relate with other cultures, and we all live like in the West or in Asia. We assimilate in those fields, in those cultures, but more importantly, we are selling ourselves and we're staying true to who we are. Wherever you find Nigerians are always going to be Nigerians in terms of their identity and their culture. That's why it was very easy for Nigerians to just sell their culture through their music, AFROBEATS. And they're not changing from that. And that's what the world bought into. That is what the authenticity of that is what the world bought into. And keep winning all over the place. And I'll see you all next time.
Det finns ingen annan där som kan stå här by my side, oh why. Sättet du rör på det får mig att dö för dig baby. För de här yardis, de vill ju bara dra ner oss. Men du är fett och vanlig. På det jag lägger all min tid och jag vill ha dig. Du får mig känna safety. Det kan nog leda baby. Och jag kommer aldrig ändra mig.